Hello and welcome to Lady Cinema, and on this installment we're gonna see how the mighty Venom handles with his own counterpart, and even worse, a villain that is way out of control. And the sequel to the hit movie Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Hello everyone, I'm Lazy Universe, and welcome to Lazy Cinema. And today I'm reviewing Venom Let There Be Carnage, the sequel to Venom. Is it even better than the original? Hell yes! And I mean that with the sincerity of my heart. Venom Let There Be Carnage takes us from the place of Cletus Cassidy, who mostly the story revolves around, and his love interest to a woman named Shriek, who I believe eventually becomes a symbiote host, Francis Baroness. And dear God, with Woody Harrelson, he encaptures who Cletus Cassidy is. He really shows off who this man is and what crimes that he has committed, especially when you really see what Woody Harrelson does in his time. Really makes you wonder what with the character going on is really happening on the screen. And Woody Harrelson just delivers a grand and stellar performance. And especially Tom Hardy really shows off the different side of both Eddie Brock and Venom, something they should have done in the original movie and sadly didn't, where they show that Venom and Eddie aren't exactly compatible until much later in the film when they realize that they truly need each other in order to survive. This movie doesn't have a lot of really big comical moments instead of relying on the story to actually tell the tale, and which it does tremendously, especially explaining how Shriek is not only, doesn't have symbiote capabilities, but is a mutant with the power to reverberate her voice, very similar to Banshee from X-Men. It gives her the deadly aspiration that she can kill both Carnage and Venom. And let me tell you, the payoff to actually seeing Carnage in this was worth it. And especially the way how they animated Carnage and how they animated the fight scene between both Venom and Carnage equally was very outstanding, including at the end where they had the standoff in the church. This is also very based on the comic book that came out with the name Venom Lethal Protector, a comic that I used to have and don't anymore. And there was almost a reference that they were going to talk about that they were going to do the We Are Venom, but sadly did not end up happening. And including at the end, well, after credit sequence, we learned that they are tying this into the multiverse, and as you remember from my Spider-Man No Way Home review, that this could possibly tie into Spider-Man and Venom movie based on a free comic book I was given to at the event. Venom Let There Be Carnage really has great acting, a great story, a great director in Andy Serkis, but there's only a few things that I didn't like about it, and that it's not a movie that is long enough, in my opinion. It does use its time very well in telling the story, but if the movie would probably just another hour to half an hour more longer, we probably could have benefited from a great movie. And even though this movie does have a PG-13 rating, there is nothing in my heart that doesn't tell me that possibly they could do a rated R film, especially since they're going for horror themed more likely next year with both Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse and as well as Morbius, which has me very excited to see what the Marvel Horror Universe will look like, especially seeing how their footing ground was in The New Mutants, which is one of my favorite X-Men movies that I've seen since X-Men Days of Future Past. But that is all for now for this episode of Lazy Cinema. I'm Lazy Universe, and if you could please be a lethal protector for me here and unleash some carnage by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and follow me at Twitter in the link in the description down below. And if you know any movies for me to review, be sure to tell me. So thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about Venom Let There Be Carnage. Do you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Let me know in the comment section down below. Everybody's a critic on their own rights, and we can even talk about it in the comments down below. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'm leaving the universe, and the cinema is now closed until next time.